This will be a restorative yoga sequence by Aiden Featherstone. We'll start with the crocodile pose. To get into this pose, we're going to start by laying on our stomachs to our mat. We're going to tuck our toes in, bring our elbows to a 90-degree angle. Now we're going to sit here for 5 breaths. Now we're going to raise up into a hero's pose. Now we're going to go down into a child's pose. I want to bring your arms out and rest your forehead onto your mat. As this is a really relaxing pose, we're going to be in this one for 5 deep breaths. We're going to raise back up and swing our legs around and sit our butts onto our mat. Now we will be doing the seated forward fold. Bring our legs out, reach our hands down to touch our toes. And for those of you who have to modify it, you will simply bend your knees as I am doing and bring be in this for 3 breaths. After that pose, we will now be going to sleeping pigeon. So again, we're gonna want to bring our legs over to hero's pose. To lay down. We're going to want to swing our right leg up into the side. So we are laying right over it. And you just want to fold right over that right leg and let your body and gravity do the work. Just rest your body on your mat. Now we're going to swap legs. Now we're going to come into a neutral pose for our next pose, which is cat to cow. You're going to want to get to the tabletop. We'll start with the cow. Breathe in and exhale as you arch your back. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Our next yoga pose will be reclined pigeon. You're going to want to lay on our backs. That's where we're at. Bring our legs up and cross one over the other. You're going to want to bring your arms in between your legs and stretch it down. We're going to swap legs after a minute. feel the stretch. If you want, you can push in a little farther to get that real extra tight stretch in your glutes. I'm gonna switch legs. Now we are going to raise back up. We are going to move and to thread the needle. So to do this, we're going to swing our legs back around, bring ourselves up into the chair pose. Start by bringing the right arm, going in and laying down onto that shoulder, onto the mat. Now really bring your shoulder into that mat. I'm going to be at this for 5 breaths, and then we'll switch. Just really feel it in your shoulders. I'm going to swing this arm back up, swing our left arm up. Now we're going to cross this left arm in for the stretch. Again, we're going to want to stay in this for about 5 big breaths. Raise ourselves back up. Come into a neutral pose for our next position, which is the reclining bound angle. So we're going to start by laying back down onto our backs. We're going to want to bring our feet together like a butterfly. We're just going to keep it together. So we slowly roll down and keep those feet touchy. Relax into these. So we're coming into our last couple of poses. Relax and take bigger, deeper breaths as we focus on our body and what it's telling us to do. Come back up into our next pose, which is the supine twist. And to do this pose, down, bring one leg over the other, and really push that knee down. So your hip should be stacked over your other. Feel this in the glutes, the legs, everywhere. This is a real good one for your hips. Helps open them up. I'm going to switch legs. Now, we're going to go into our final pose, corpse pose. Just going to bring body, kind of shake it out and just relax. Just final pose. Just feel your body, the relaxation. Feel your muscles loosening. Listen to your body as it guides you. And enjoy this last couple minutes of our restorative yoga sequence. Raise back up. And that was our restorative yoga sequence for the day. Thank you for joining me.